The thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, at least in the beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Manning. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's third down. Shotgun now for Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Come on, bro.
With a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go.
On second down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And Ingram pulls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Manning now on first down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yo. No, I didn't have my...
Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. This one's complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surf.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Get up! Gun, gun! Order! Check! Gun!
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to launch the and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard. And 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go. Hey, South.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Manning. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing on 3rd and long. Manning. Grady Jarrett. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, Tuesday.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On 1st down, Ryan. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Play action, Ryan. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Ryan. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And give him a gain of 37. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll toss it to Coleman, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Yes! Wait! Hey, gun! Hey, check!
To throw on second down, Ryan is caught at about the 5, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Manning to throw on second down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw, it's Manning. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Manning. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a Fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Zebra. Zebra.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Zebra.
Working from the gun, Manning. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get up!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Coleman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught. Inside the 25. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. This is Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Let's go. Space. 20. Hey. All right, 25 side. 11.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Hey, let's
Big
go.
play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Bryant's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Zebra.
On first down, Manning. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Manning throwing on second down. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Manning. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. To throw is Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to sling this deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's the backup Loletta. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time on 4th down for Loletta. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to throw. By running time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. To Decker over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other
right?
sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were